Alright, so my MofoRC.com order came in. I ordered a 16 tooth pinion, a 13 tooth pinion, their MofoRC engine plate, and the Buzzsaw 50 motor. This is not the X, this is the regular one. The motor has some pretty good weight to it. It also comes with an 11 tooth pinion on it, metal, that I will not be using. And I also got the Muse Pooler from Amazon, so I can take the pinions off and be safe. So this right here shows the stock weight of the motor, 11 grams. The Buzzsaw is 18, that's 7 grams more. I matched the stock plate with the MofoRC plate because the MofoRC plate is slightly heavier and I just want to save all the weight I can, so I matched it with the Dremel. For reference, my car weighs 134 grams with the body without the shell. And this is how I put my draggy on to test it. So first I tested stock gearing, and this is what I got: 11 miles an hour, stock motor. And then I did stock motor with a 13 plastic pinion and the stock spur gear. So added 2 teeth on the pinion, and I gained 2 miles an hour. So this is just kind of like a quick video right here, like kind of showing how much faster it is. It's kind of hard to tell, but I definitely lost quite a bit of acceleration, but I did gain some speed, which is nice. And my car was pretty slow, so I wouldn't go higher than a 13. I'm probably gonna stick at that. This is proof of me gaining 2 miles an hour, staying steady at 13, and now I'm gonna test out the Buzzsaw. Alright, so now we're testing the Buzzsaw. As you can see, it has no groove on the end of the shaft, and I think that's kind of lame. They should definitely have grooves. This is my first indoor test with it, and immediately I noticed the motor drag brake is very strong. Look at this, is my mesh. You can see it's not very tight, it's regular. And this motor has a very weird, cool sound. It sounds like 2 or 3 motors at once, but you can see right here I have it at 100 and I'm testing. Overall, the car does feel more planted. I mean, it's 7 more grams. I think it's 7 more grams to the back, so it feels more planted. But if you let off the throttle, it's gonna spin out on inside. You can't just let off like the others. Here's a test: 12 steady, and here you can see me just cruising outside. So this is stock gear ratio 11:36. Plastic pinion on the Buzzsaw 50 motor. It does feel a little bit quicker than the stock motor, but I really dislike that the drag brake is so strong, and I have my drag brake set to 0. Besides that, the Injora plastic pinions are not meant for this. They're actually slightly bigger. I ran it anyways and it wasn't slipping up until I was doing runs like this where I was getting on the acceleration hard. So if you are going to use the Injora plastic pinion, put some super glue is what they recommend. I would probably use like some like the right stuff is what it's called. It's like silicone. I'm checking the motor temp. It's a little warm and it's at 114, which is crazy. Now I'm going to check a different gearing. Alright, so now I got 1336 plastic on plastic pinion with the Mofo Buzzsaw 50 motor. Inside, my tires suck, but I can immediately tell this was going to be quick because I'm barely giving it gas and I'm moving pretty quick. I don't have much to say about it right now. I'm just, testing it out, and I feel like with some good grippy tires indoors, like some Road Rage, I think they're called ER racing wheels, that would be perfect. So we went outside and did a draggy test. I ran 15 miles an hour. That's 2 more miles an hour than the stock motor. 15 again, back to back. So here we are in the front yard just testing it out, and man, this thing is pretty quick for a brushed motor. The only negative thing I have to say is that, one, I don't want to cut my chassis, like the little plastic part where the motor is, and I didn't have to, which is good.
pretty fast.
The second thing is I don't like how strong the drag brake is. I get maybe it's for like crawling, but
I'm not like
I think they should have for sure done like a better review on their YouTube, or at least put it in a description, because that's definitely a bummer if you race on slick indoor tile like I do. It spins out as soon as you let go of the throttle, so I have to get used to not letting go of the throttle.
On a fresh battery too.
Outside, I'm not letting off the throttle much, but you can definitely tell how fast it is. This is pretty quick for like a little car, so I kind of got like the need for speed, and I kind of want to go brushless. I'm definitely not going to try the 15 pinion because I'm going to lose too much torque, and I want a happy medium. I'm here checking the temp with my fingers. It's actually pretty cool, and I was flooring it back and forth. The gear mesh is still good, and I'm just going to do a little, a couple back and forth runs here in the driveway. I know that the pinion's going to pop out, so I'm just trying to be careful. And it popped out right here. It's so funny. Look at the car just rolls right next to it, and that's because the pinion is too big for this Buzzsaw motor. So I used some Permatex, some silicone, put it on inside with a little pick, and I just slid it over the shaft. So tomorrow I'm gonna see how long it holds up. If it holds up forever, then perfect, that's awesome. But this is the setup I'm gonna go with: 140 with battery, 145 with the shell, 147 with the shell and the battery. My shell's way different, but overall, dude, like, this is a pretty solid upgrade. I've only ran it like 3 times. It seems pretty good. It seems like it does get warm, so I do have to be careful with that. I didn't want to cut my plastic piece, and it's just sitting on top of the ground, so it's not really damaging anything, and I still have the screw up towards the front where the steering knuckles are, so it's not going to throw off my geometry. I'm using the stock plate that I drilled out, and it's working perfectly so far. I don't have no issues. It's a lot lighter than the MofoRc Buzzsaw plate, and I'm liking it, dude. Like, this is pretty good upgrade. I paid like $38, and the upgrades I have is carbon shock towers in the front, Losi shocks all around, adjustable, Endura front hub carriers, Endura front caster blocks, Endura steering knuckles, Endura steering links. I have the Endura carbon chassis. That actually was a nice upgrade. I do recommend that. And I have Endura rear hub carriers. So I still have some weight that I could shed. I'm thinking I'm going to try to go all back to plastic and see what's up. But dude, if you're looking for like a decent upgrade, I would try it. It definitely woke it up with the 13 pinion plastic. Make sure you go plastic. Try to do the things that I did to keep it light. If you're lighter, that's even better for you. But overall, this thing's pretty cool. I'll give an update if it blows up. I'll make a video, but I don't think it's going to, because I don't run big races. I don't have a big carpet track. I'm just chilling in the house, and I'm chilling outside. But this is a perfect video for those of you who wanted to check it out. And this is what I meant about the shaft grooves. You saw that. Shout out to MofoRc. If you guys want to send me a free motor, I'll do another test on my Micro T. So yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. My name is Mario Marquez on Facebook. And yeah, heck yeah, brother.